It was a quiet Sunday morning in a small town in Oregon. Sunlight gently slipped through the kitchen window, warming the wooden floor. Emily stretched as she poured herself a cup of coffee. Her orange tabby cat, Milo, sat on the counter watching her every move with curious green eyes. "Good morning, buddy," Emily smiled. Milo responded with a soft meow, rubbing his head against her arm. For Emily, Milo wasn't just a pet. He was family. 3 years earlier, she had found him trembling inside a cardboard box behind a grocery store during a rainy night. Tiny, hungry, terrified. She wrapped him in her scarf and whispered, "Don't worry, you're coming home with me." From that moment, Milo never left her side. He slept beside her pillow. He waited by the door when she came home from work. He even sat next to her laptop while she worked remotely. Emily loved spoiling him, and one of the ways she showed love was sharing food. A tiny bite of her sandwich, a lick of ice cream, a little piece of chicken. It felt harmless. After all, Milo loved it. Whenever he smelled food, his ears perked up and his tail flicked excitedly. Emily laughed every time. How can I say no to that face? But what Emily didn't know was that some of those foods were silently harming Milo's body. And one day, that mistake would nearly cost her everything. The first warning sign. One evening, Emily ordered takeout from her favorite Italian restaurant, garlic pasta. Milo jumped onto the couch beside her, sniffing the air curiously. Emily giggled. "You want some too?" She twirled a tiny noodle on her fork and placed it in front of him. Milo happily ate it, then another, and another. Everything seemed fine until the next morning. Milo didn't run to greet her like he usually did. Instead, he stayed curled up under the couch. Emily frowned. "Milo?" He slowly walked out, but something felt off. He looked tired. His movements were slow. She assumed it was nothing. Maybe he was just sleepy. But later that night, Milo threw up. Emily felt a knot in her stomach. Maybe his stomach's just upset, she thought. She cleaned it up and promised herself she'd watch him closely. The next day, he seemed better, so she forgot about it. Life went on. Weeks passed, but little did Emily realize the small, harmless foods she shared with Milo were slowly damaging his system. The chocolate incident. One rainy evening, Emily sat on the couch watching a movie. A bowl of chocolate candy rested on the coffee table. Milo jumped beside her, purring softly. Emily absent-mindedly picked up a chocolate chip cookie and broke off a tiny piece. Milo eagerly ate it. Only a tiny bite. "Just a treat," Emily said. But that night, everything changed. Around 2 a.m., Emily woke up to a strange sound. Milo was pacing across the bedroom floor. His breathing was fast. His body trembled. "Milo? What's wrong?" Her heart began to race. Suddenly, he collapsed onto the floor. Emily panicked. She grabbed her keys and rushed him to the nearest emergency vet clinic. The bright white lights of the clinic made everything feel unreal. A veterinarian quickly took Milo into the treatment room. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, the vet returned. Her expression was serious. "Did Milo eat chocolate?" Emily's stomach dropped. "Yes, just a little." The vet sighed. "Chocolate is extremely toxic to cats." Emily's eyes widened. "What?" The vet explained gently. "Chocolate contains theobromine, a chemical cats cannot process. Even small amounts can cause rapid heart rate, seizures, vomiting, and potentially death." Emily felt tears roll down her face. "I didn't know." The vet placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Most people don't." Luckily, Milo had been brought in quickly. After several hours of treatment and monitoring, he stabilized. Emily hugged him tightly when the vet returned him. "I'm so sorry, buddy." She promised herself she would never make that mistake again.
but the vet had something important to say before she left. There are actually many human foods that can seriously harm cats. Emily blinked. Like what? The vet looked at her seriously. More than you might think. The hidden danger in your kitchen. When Emily got home that night, she opened her fridge and cabinets. Suddenly, everything looked different. Foods she had always considered harmless now seemed dangerous. The next day, she began researching, and what she discovered shocked her. Many common human foods can seriously harm cats. Some can even kill them. Here are a few that veterinarians warn about most often. Number 1. Chocolate. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, both toxic to cats. Symptoms include vomiting, tremors, rapid heartbeat, and seizures. Dark chocolate is especially dangerous. Even small amounts can cause serious problems. Number 2. Onions and garlic. Emily suddenly remembered the garlic pasta she gave Milo. Her heart sank. Onions and garlic damage a cat's red blood cells. This can lead to dangerous anemia. Symptoms may not appear immediately. Sometimes it takes days before the damage becomes noticeable. Number 3. Dairy products. Cartoons show cats drinking milk, but in reality, most adult cats are lactose intolerant. Milk can cause diarrhea, stomach pain, and digestive issues. Emily remembered all the times she let Milo lick her ice cream bowl. She felt terrible. Number 4. Grapes and raisins. Even tiny amounts can cause kidney failure in cats. Veterinarians still don't fully understand why, but the risk is serious enough that experts strongly warn against it. Number 5. Raw dough. Bread dough containing yeast can expand inside a cat's stomach. This can cause dangerous bloating and alcohol poisoning from fermentation. Number 6. Xylitol, artificial sweetener. Found in many sugar-free foods like gum and peanut butter. Xylitol can cause rapid insulin release and severe liver damage. Emily sat at the kitchen table in shock. I had no idea. She looked over at Milo, who was peacefully sleeping on the couch. He trusted her completely, and unknowingly, she had put him in danger. That realization hit her hard. The vet's advice that changed everything. A week later, Emily took Milo back for a follow-up visit. The vet smiled when she saw him. He's doing great. Emily felt relief, but she also asked an important question. How do I keep him safe? The vet answered with simple advice every cat owner should remember. Stick to proper cat food and treats made for cats. Cats have very different nutritional needs than humans. Final message. If you share your life with a cat, remember this. The foods we love most can sometimes be the most dangerous for them. Chocolate, onions, garlic, grapes, dairy, artificial sweeteners. These everyday foods may seem harmless, but for cats, they can be deadly. The safest choice is always cat-approved food and treats, because our cats trust us completely, and protecting them is the greatest way to show love.